welcome to Haircuts and Uppercuts podcast. We're going to have a quick discussion about Lawrence Okolie and some of the fighters on the card. What do you boys think?
Not one I'm looking forward to, if I'm being honest.
It's a good start, that'll do. See you later.
Yeah, I'm off. End the podcast. Done. It's just going to be off. It's going to be another kind of bog standard Okolie win. I've seen the other guy fight a couple of times. He's okay. I just don't think he's going to bring much. I can see Okolie winning. It's going to be how many rounds is it? By the way, is it?
It's a world title fight.
12 round. Yeah. So
sausage.
Sorry guys, that's fine. He's gone there.
Anyone think you was in the process of moving the heads all over the place? You know what I mean?
Part-time boxing fan.
No, this is just 12 round Okolie win. I can't see it being interesting to watch.
Yeah,
really.
I wouldn't put it in the same exact bracket as the AJ winning his title against Charles Martin, but I think it can be close to that. To be honest, I don't think it's Glowacki it.
Yeah,
now you say it. Yeah, but I don't think he's not as bad as like Charles Martin, for example. But I don't think Okolie's going to have any problems. He'll be next sort of British world champion that we have.
You see,
he's had one fight since 2018 as well, isn't he?
Who's that?
He was fella he's facing.
No, it was 2019. It was against.
It was Breedis, wasn't it?
Breedis.
He fought 2019, didn't he?
Yeah.
Breedis isn't bad. Breedis isn't bad at all.
Thing is, you look at Glowacki's record, right? He's a former two-time world champion, and his only losses are against Usyk and Breidis. And then
I saw that. It was 5 years ago, wasn't it? I think.
And he went,
4 or 5 years ago.
He went the full fight of Usyk as well, didn't he?
Yeah, it was
impressive.
2016.
Yeah, that's 5 years ago.
You think then 2019 is he lost against Breedis. Lawrence Okolie has never fought anyone on that level ever.
Yeah, no, it's a fair point. Yeah, maybe it's going to be closer than what I originally thought, but I don't know. I can just see it being probably a knockout. Probably a knockout for Okolie, and we're all still on the hype train.
It just kind of looks like it does look like a typical kind of matchroom title fight, doesn't it? Which fair enough, get him a title, right?
If that's all he's available for it.
Yeah, the guy's fighting. He's 34, isn't he? He's not young.
He's getting to the end of his career.
I mean, it's a safe bet for Okolie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we thought Josh Warrington was in a safe
done this already, haven't we?
I know, but we're not going to get a shock every weekend, are we?
No. I want Lawrence Okolie to win. Obviously, he's British. I'm always going to support the British fighter, but he's just so boring to watch.
Yeah,
he's difficult, but it'd be nice to see him in a fight. It'd be nice to see him get robbed, be in trouble, and dig deep. That'd be interesting because he might be a very interesting fight to watch when he gets put in that position. But we've not seen enough of him, really, for me.
I just hope he gets more entertaining with his style, because you want to support him because he's British. But since he's been with Shane McGuigan, he's become more friendly on the eye to watch, so to speak. But
developing in his career, getting a bit more of a bigger name for himself. He's probably, I can see him turning more AJ, to be honest, like not his original self. As obviously we've all heard the stories about AJ when he was younger. Obviously, people can grow up and grow out of that, which is fine. But I think Okolie's possibly trying to lead that same path to being the crowd pleaser, general popular man. If he can have that, I don't think he's got the personality for it, but I think he's trying to work towards that.
Yeah, how do you think he does on heavyweight if he was to go up?
Not in the top 10, I don't think.
No.
I don't think, we got the three big heavyweights of our era, and let's be honest, the Povetkins, the Whites, the Chisoras, the Parkers, all come to the end of their career, aren't they? So there's going to be a pool. There's going to be an open pool there, and we don't know who's going to be. And I don't think Usyk's going to be there. I think Usyk is going to. He's not got long left, is he? Really?
No, he hasn't.
Even AJ and Fury are both 31, aren't they?
I mean, it could become a very interesting heavyweight division again. Not to the quality of what we have now, but it could be a very competitive division.
Yeah, some decent fights, maybe. Yeah.
You think so? In 5 years' time, you get, I reckon, Fury, Joshua, Usyk, Chisora, Joe Joyce. He'll be retired in 5 years as well. Parker probably be retired, and it'll be Dubois, Adelaide, and whoever else is on the scene in 5 years' time.
I do think this current crop of heavyweights now will have that same sort of aura as they had in the 90s. Now people look back to that. The only difference is they all fought each other in the 90s. They haven't quite done that in this era.
Yeah.
Well,
it's much different time.
Problem, isn't it?
Well, hopefully we'll get the AJ Fury fight, and it'll happen twice at least. Hopefully Wilder and Ruiz will fight, because 2 former world champions going at it. I think Ruiz wins.
And whoever wins that, I don't know. I think Wilder does. Don't know why.
Nah, man.
The hammer from Alabama lands on him.
That lands on anyone you're going to sleep. But
I just think he lands it. I don't know. Maybe I'll say that because I want to see the Wilder Joshua fight.
Yeah,
I really want to see that fight still, because I think Wilder nails him.
He's like I said a little bit earlier. Hopefully, he's trying to build him to be the next Joshua takeover from that sort of thing, which I can see it myself. Don't know if you guys agree or not, but maybe that's what will come when he's up to heavyweight or not, if he does ever get title shots. But maybe our next pay-per-view takeover from AJ.
Hopefully, because it'd be brilliant to see Lawrence Okolie go from McDonald's to a multi-millionaire and a world champion.
Imagine crazy.
That's brilliant, because
fair play.
That's going to inspire a generation of kids. And he's got the personality outside the ring to go with it as well, because he's a really likable guy.
Yeah, no, it's fair play. Absolutely, anyone that can come from, not that that's a bad background to come from at all. But yeah, if you can, I guess in his eyes and a lot of people's eyes, turn your life around from that job to becoming a world champion is fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty sick, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not bad at all, is it? Flipping burgers to a strap around your waist with earning millions of pounds. Fair play.
He's living the dream, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
But are we going to touch on the Fury Joshua stuff now? I know,
of course.
I think we may as well.
Of course.
Yeah. It seems like it's going to be. Well, they've got their everyone's signed apparently, and it's just got the thing. I heard Eddie say something about the 30-day period to hopefully sort out location and those kind of things. But it seems like it's all but done.
Where do you think it's? I reckon it's going to be Middle East.
Yeah,
like Saudi Arabia,
he keeps
Dubai.
saying Saudi. Yeah.
I wonder how much of a pull. Wonder how much of a pull Top Rank have on it. If they're going to have any sort of pull, because if they do, it'll be in America, won't it? If they've got any,
I just think they'll go to money.
Any sort of grit, but I would have said Saudi Arabia definitely.
Well, yeah, because they'll pay a site fee, won't they? They'll say we'll have to pay you this much money to have to fight here.
Yeah,
and
it's good for us, isn't it?
Yeah,
main event at 10 o'clock. Brilliant.
I hope it's in Saudi, because I don't want to wait until September to go and watch it. I want to watch it now. And I'd love to see him fight twice this year.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, maybe if the second one is at Wembley, if we're all able to.
Yeah, that'd be wicked.
Yeah, the second one. Hopefully, the first one's great and a bit of a like a talking point where we need the second. We're going to get the second one anyway, but we need the second one because
I think you never know, do you? Could either go one way or another. It could be we don't want the second fight.
Yeah, it could be boring as shit, and then we decide, Wembley gets 20,000 in there.
Yeah, what I was thinking, it's going to need some controversy to sell a second fight.
Put the bet on the draw now. There's always obviously none of them get stopped clearly, but it might be a draw. Fury knocks out AJ and it's a draw.
Who'll be judging it? Who'll be the judges in Saudi Arabia?
Well, it's still be British Boxing Board of Control judges.
Well, there we go.
That's what
AJ will get the dodgy draw, won't he?
Especially if Terry O'Connor's doing the cards.
I think he'll get stopped anyway, to be honest. But we can sort predictions out later on.
Yeah, I think he'll probably get stopped within 8 rounds. I really do think that. It'll struggle big time.
We will see.
So all three of us think Fury's going to stop him then?
Easily, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
See Eddie and Frank Warren, like, gloves are off, sit down thing.
That's just Frank getting torn apart.
Yeah, definitely.
With stupid little innuendos and little comments and little just straight comments back where Frank's thinking he's still got the banter from like 30 years ago. No, it's not ending well. I'd love to see it though. I'd love to see it though.
Still living off Prince Hasim,
yeah. How many times would he say and doing it for the fans? That's that's the statement he always makes.
Yeah.
Doing it for the fans, then the shoulder roll.
Nah, fair play to him. Still doing it. Still going to be involved in the biggest fight in history. So fair play.
I think it's gonna be wicked.
Absolutely.
I can't wait for it. Yeah. Let's just say it's a proper. Let's hope it's a proper fight. There's no controversy, no dodgy decision, because we have enough of that in boxing, and we don't need that in the biggest fight of our era.